What's up, y'all? My bad. I went live just a little prematurely, and I'm still setting up the titles, but that's it. We are playing the Stanley Parable today, part 2, and that is because I lost it. Because they skipped over the new content because of the revision they did, the update. Yeah, there's new content, but I wanted to go live like almost immediately because there is a special thingamajig. Now, what am I talking about? Right? What in the world am I blabbing about that I'm, just here? Just blabbing about who knows what, right? Basically nothing. Let me show you. I was setting the clock, and it gives me a thank you message for actually setting the clock both times I booted up. I just thought, I don't know, we'll just set the clock. I don't know. In my head, there was like some kind of an importance to setting the clock, like in-time game was gonna line up or something. I don't know, but in my head, that's what we were. Excuse me. That's what that was like important. I don't know that it is or isn't, but still getting this set up. Give me 2 seconds. Alright, let me just finish getting this set up without spamming y'all with screens that change and all this other junk. Alright. Okay. Now let me just put this over here. All right. Beautiful. There we go. All right. So, the time has come. Again. Like I said, I haven't really played this too much. I did watch one of my more favorites, or I guess one of the creators that I enjoy more. I watched him play part of it. This was like 3 years ago. You're actually taking time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game, and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead and pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. I'll let you get back to the game. Okay. But that's odd. Anyway. So yeah, kill the music. Begin the game.
This is the story of a man named
Does it really start me
Stanley.
back all the way at the very beginning?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay, we're skipping that. Oh dear. Quit the game and then start it again. Welcome back. Interesting. I'm gonna turn the game down just slightly to make sure you can still hear me even over the game. Cool? Deal? Sound good? Sounds good. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay, so
Stanley
I do
decided
wanna-
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I do want to go to the new content side of things, and as I was watching, yeah, this right here, I was watching one of my Asmund Golds like 3 years ago. I was watching one of his playthroughs. He even discovered an ending that I had missed, which was in the monitor room. Like as you're going from platform to platform, you can jump off. You can jump off the platforms. And that's an ending. Because it was a bug in the previous version. That's what they said. Just keep the music on below. I think I might just do that. Music, but lower. Lower. I think that's good. What do you think? Barely audible, but it's there when you need it.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
What does that mean? Oh. So just so y'all know, I did see Asmund get to this part, but I stopped watching because I wanted to play it myself.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Whoa. So it was originally
The
PC
Stanley
only. That's
Parable
crazy. I didn't know
Ultra
that.
Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
How do I get back in? Nothing.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet,
Well,
but
it's
I'm
different.
sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
It's different than the other elevators we've been in. Hello?
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... oh, there we go. All right,
Oh,
finally,
okay.
at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
It's not very
I
exciting.
have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Dude, I'm kind of hoping it's just like nothing. Oh,
All right. All right,
Jump
let's
circle.
see. It's the jump circle?
oh, we could, but only in this circle. Oh, jumps remaining. Okay, so is this it? This is all we're doing? There's nothing else?
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
There has to be more. There has to be. What is over here? Oh. Yeah, that's the other side, right? No, and I'm curious. What do we? What if I come back in here? Nothing. Okay. What if I just skip and just go straight over here? What if I say I don't feel like jumping?
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I mean, it
If
is
this is
new.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait, there's more.
I'll make
Very
some more
good.
jumping.
Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me
Jumping.
started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally
It's X
accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
This ain't the same. That one usually doesn't close, right? That one usually doesn't close behind me.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
No. What is this?
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you?
Well, now
Well,
you make me
fine.
feel bad.
You're a dork anyway, so who
Okay.
cares?
Now you make me feel
Never
bad.
mind, you're not a dork.
Oh.
Okay, You remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Whoa. We're not supposed to be able to see the outside.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
The Memory Zone. I thought I saw something change back there under the porch.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
The Stanley Parable tape over it. What does it say? The British Academy for Film and Television awarded to Bruce Straley? Is that what it says? The Last of Us in category story? Is that actually? Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. What's it called? The Last of Us. What am I looking for? Like the developer or something? Director? Oh no. Game. Oh, director. Or something. I don't know. Neil. Who the heck is Bruce then? Neil Druckmann? It says Neil Druckmann. I don't know who this is. The Last of Us. Who's Bruce? Who's Bruce then? Bruce. Oh my goodness. What was it? Straley, right? Something like that? Who is this? Game designer. Ah, and he worked on Last of Us. Well, he's with Naughty Dog. Oh, it talks about leaving. What is a designer? Makes sense. Oh, here it is. Notable works: Uncharted and what's it called? Last of Us. Oh, pretty cool. Did not know that. That's funny though that they're nodding. They're giving it like a nod or something. The good old days. Let's begin again. What's this hidden one down here? The doors. There's like 3 of them with the doors. 1951. What happened in 1951? Coffee nut. What's over here? 2013. Our first kiss, my first car, the release of the Stanley Parable, 2013. What is this? The Memory Zone temp? The original remake. Interesting. Smile because it happened. A trip down memory lane. $1? $1? Okay. Oh, is this what it looked like on like during the demo? Like the main screen? Go outside. Don't play for 5 years? Is that an actual achievement? Yo, hold on. Is that an is that an actual achievement? That's crazy. Locked achievements? There is. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Right here. Super go outside. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. That's crazy. I have a feeling nobody really gets this one. Or maybe everybody gets this one eventually. I don't know. That's crazy though. Commit, play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of Tuesday? Okay. Complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes 22 seconds, not including load times. What does that mean? Complete? As in like every ending kind of complete, or what do you mean? Set all setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers? What does that mean? To all the available numbers. I'm just looking at stuff. This one was at 75 or something. Those don't have anything. Well, looks like I didn't get it because I have no idea. Oh, there's this one too. Was that 80 or something? Well, that's it then. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Set all setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. I don't know. Do I have to like exit the? Does that make sense? Like I have to exit the game, or not the game, the menu, and like have them set or whatever. I don't know. Don't know what that means. Click on door 430 5 times. There has to be like what's it called? Has to be a like more to that, like a story behind that or something. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. I wonder what. Beta, work in progress. Ain't no betas around here. Nominee. Game Innovation, Stanley Parable, British Academy Film and Television. Debut game. Story. Oh, if you could hear that, that went crazy. New video game releasing today. Creator surprisingly down to earth. Deals tough choices. And when we died. The Zen Garden.
Just sweet all out,
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Is there only one review?
It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
An hour of new elevator content. Is that Portal? That's Portal. What is this doing here? Minecraft? What's Minecraft doing here? Going downstairs. What? Stanley Parable. All the buttons. The doll of Stanley and... I already forgot her name. Marissa? Nah, I don't remember. Person of the year. Is this the game in development? That's pretty cool. I'm getting bored though. Why is... Ah, you better be opening again. Ah, you suck. That means I have to come through here again.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Literally anything. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good. Very good at letting them know they can't do anything. A bike load screen. Your number is 29. The serious room. The end is near. The end is never. Or the Stanley Parable. Oh, back over this way.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Oh no, it went red. It's like foggy or something. Is that the light? The soda? It's the nightmare zone. Reviews.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Oh. That don't look good.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
He's taking it personal. Unfunny. What's this way? Oh, nothing. Actually, nothing. Can I go down? Oh, yes. I'd have to go all the way back around. That's good. I wish I could read these.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No.
What's this
9 hours on record.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on.
He's gonna go on. He's gonna go on for so long.
Is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say... the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 200. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise.
What does the clock say?
Or maybe a manifesto.
It's 1:14.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
It's been
but
10
that's
minutes.
The power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof! Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
Dude, it's been an
one was,
hour.
well, I want to say maybe 30,
Well, almost
45
an hour.
minutes.
It was 50
It's
minutes.
not unendurable by any means, but well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's
2:15.
shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
Oh, press
I
it again.
think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're
How long?
back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting
110?
here all that time. Just sitting here. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days.
So hit it again.
I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment.
Oh. Oh no. Narrator? Narrator? Are you there? Narrator? Have I gone so far in time, so far forward in time that he's deceased? He's no longer with us? Narrator? Clock fell off. Is it the alarm? Yeah, I think it's that alarm. Well, the wood and the ladder are still here. That's good. And the chair.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then,
on the bright
he's
side,
talking
he's
too
okay.
much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh,
I don't know what I prefer. Him rambling or the clock is out of battery.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Okay, we gotta stop that. Oh my goodness. We gotta stop that.
Is never the end.
I'm thinking that there might be like a flood in this place at some point because of that. Oh. What happened? The wood and the ladder. Oh no. Whoa. There's greenery. So when does the door come back? Oh. Oh no. It was good at one point. It was green. I thought I heard like planes or like the nuke siren. I haven't heard the narrator in a while. What the? Why am I sideways? Did the building fall as it sink? What happened? What is that? Oh, it's just an artifact, I guess. Is it broken? It's broken. Whoa.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Is that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
This
Perhaps
guy.
50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I'm not counting 50. I'm just gonna click it, and I'm gonna drink water while I do that. Well, I hope I can do this.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
What the? Oh my goodness. Where is this? Where's the door? 417, you said. Okay.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I'm just your sheep? Yes, master. I'll go do that right away. What? There's no... What? Where's 36? Oh.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
This dude. Is there no sprint? New...
Now, back to door number 437.
Okay. This dude's... This... Alright. Wait, there it is.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Okay.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
What the?
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
41. Oh wait, that's this way. 419.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
This. Wait, what? He's trolling. He's trolling me. Where is it? 420. Huh, that's funny. 416.
When Stanley came to a set of
No,
two open
shut your
doors,
mouth.
he entered the door on his left.
416? No, there is no 416. He lied to me.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
You lied to me about door 416. And I don't think I can forgive you.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
I'm
If
having
I'd
the
said
time of my
Stanley
life.
walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Okay. It's a bit demeaning. Bit rude.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to
drug
drugs
money.
and hookers.
Hey. It is what it is.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 284. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
No.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Dude. Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Another ending that I didn't get to was here. And you actually keep coming back into the elevator and going up and down the elevator. I could do that.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Last time there wasn't a light here, right? Like, oh, there it goes.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'll show you that. The ending I was talking about, where you can just
the
fall
lights
off.
rose on an enormous room packed with
And it was actually a bug
screens.
in
What horrible
the
secret did
previous
this place hold?
edition.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
That's this box, I think. Or I don't really know where
the monitors
exactly.
jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. It was one of these. I guess it was the first one. I don't know. Can't go back anymore, can I? No, the gates are closed. Oh, there it is.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special
like a
you
door
are.
down here?
We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier.
It is a rage baiting narrator,
Chase
you're right.
your dreams. But railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
So how much longer is this? Oh, there we go. All right, where's door
All of his
416?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Wait.
Stanley, oh please.
Oh, I have to do it all
Are you
over
really
again.
just doing this for the
No.
achievement?
Yes, I'm
Click
doing
a
it for the
door
show.
5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits
to
away
wait?
for such little effort.
Yeah, I have to
A
wait.
measly 5
Yeah.
clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
All right, 20 times. Here we go.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes,
This dude.
almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a
The
true
truest-
reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle,
The truest
Stanley. I want to
of
see
a
commitment,
rage-baiting
a willingness
narrator.
to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. You got it. Coming right up. Oh, here it is.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. You got it. Okay.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. I still don't see a 416.
Now, back to door number 437.
437.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the call right. Back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
417.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419's desk. Okay, hello. Can you let me on? Why? I was able to get on before. What happened?
Yes!
There we go.
This
There we
is
go.
great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416. I'm telling you, this doesn't exist. Is it this one? 416 doesn't exist. It's not real. Where's 416? It doesn't exist. Is that the joke? Is that... Am I missing something? There is no 416, so this isn't a real achievement. (416). We don't even have a 416. 417. (415). It's 417. 425. 18. There's no 416. Dude, I'm gonna look it up. What is this? Bro's just toying with me. 2517. Unless it's this one. I don't think so though. Because this takes me to the actual game now. Dude, I have to pee so bad. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pee. And I'm gonna look it up. All right, I'm back. Let me see this.
Swords and sandals, gods and monsters, battles and adventures, legendary.
Okay, that's just gonna autoplay for some reason. Stanley Parable Door 416. Okay, can you stop playing, dude? Oh. It looks to be a bug. Door 416 is actually the new content door. But since it's open for the new content like purposes, it doesn't count. So you have to like make it reappear, which I'm not gonna do. So, oh well, maybe I'll do it some other day. I'm not gonna do it now. All right, new content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes,
Oh,
I have
416.
something very exciting.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one
It works.
again!
It works. It works. It works. Okay, the copy machine. The copy machine. Go, 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 go! Quick, 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 quick! We gotta do. We gotta do this.
Finish it off, Stanley!
What are we doing?
5 clicks on door 430! Yes! We did it!
Oh, wow.
We did it.
That felt amazing.
Dude, you sound like you had a
really earned
blast.
it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now? What were you thinking?
What was I thinking? Oh, I can skip it. That's crazy. Alright, now we're actually gonna jump then. I guess we will actually jump this time.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
I wanted to do the jumps in the circle. What happened?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
The
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
We've gone corporate. We've turned into a corporate building. Well, I guess we already were corporate, huh? But this is like upscale corporate. This is like corporate. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. More TSP? What's, oh, the Stanley Parable. Okay. The color red. Okay. The fern. The fern was very important last time. It really wasn't.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize
eyes,
a
2
handful
ears,
of
2
interesting
nostrils,
concepts,
2
then
arms,
surely
2
the game
legs.
will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2? I don't know. Did they do it 2? Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Dark Souls 2. Sequels are good. What is... Oh, the Stanley Parable. Prequel. The Stanley Parable 2, okay. What is that? A dove? A bird? To the show floor. New features. New content. Dude, we've went crazy corporate. We're like a multi-billion-dollar company. What the heck?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Don't. Why is it closed like this? What the heck? You're making it sound like a jail cell now. New features. Okay. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. That's new. Hear your name in game. I guess I'll.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course,
hear their
the first
name.
and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
What name is going to speak? Too big. Okay, well I can't even. Maybe. Ah, it's over here. Makes sense. Hear yours today. Make it sound like a crazy product. I wonder what name it's gonna say.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Okay,
here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your
my
mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
My name.
I want you to
is
imagine
Jim.
yourself. Whoa, hold
Oh,
on. I
my
wasn't
bad.
finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly
My bad.
roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
That's
Okay,
exactly what
we're
it
doing
is.
it again, and this time let me finish first.
I'm not gonna let him finish.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on? See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says.
But it's not my name.
Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No. Boo. He got butthurt. Is this open? Oh, the doors way down there are open. Make me walk all the way back.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
Please, no screenshots. What if I screenshot? Red is the new orange. What if can I screenshot? What is it? The Windows S? No, that's not it. Wait, it's Windows R. No, it's not. Dude, I don't know what it is. The snipping tool. Bro, I don't know how to take a screenshot. What is it? It's like... It is the snipping tool. Here we go. It's a screenshot, I guess. Whoa. It's not gonna yell at me for taking screenshots. The baby's all grown up. That's funny. Shaders. Chaotic. New features, new content, new ideas. Alright. What's up the stairs? What's up the stairs? Wait, what is this? What's up with you? Odd. Okay.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh, that's what this is. The infinite hole. What is it? Settings world champion? Okay, that's lame. Infinite hole free achievement. I guess I'll get the free achievement. Shoot. Free achievement? Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps, it just works. Get yours right now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
No.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Test.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Okay. Of course, it's not just a free achievement. What's with this van here?
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
The infinite hole. What's over here? What is this? Museum?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't
Oh.
yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I think the 12th birthday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
What the heck? Then why'd you ask? Okay, whatever. And now, okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
The reassurance bucket? Hold on. I want to see the infinite hole. Collectibles. I want to see the infinite hole. Hold on. Wait, can I fall in? Is that a thing? Hole like infinity. Opening. Rim. Surrounding. Depth. Infinite. Infinity. It just keeps going.
Stanley,
Whoa.
here's an idea that I'm truly
Whoa,
fond
whoa,
of.
whoa,
It's
whoa,
never
whoa.
been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Should I just go down? Maybe I shouldn't. What I don't want to happen is have this reset and I have to come all the way back here. But I mean, I guess it's not that far, right?
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since
Who's
you've
drinking?
gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Gee.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
Oh,
From
no.
one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
Cigarettes.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite?
Every pause
If that works
button
for
is
you,
a
then go
Roman
ahead and
numeral
press the
2.
teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole, and we can
Just the
move
two
on.
of us.
I'll just
We
be
can
up
make
here
it
when you're
if we
ready.
try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Alright, wait. What does this say? Management. Meeting at 2. Okay. What if I don't press it? New bug. Okay, I'm gonna press it.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
It
I
did.
couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really, gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay.
A lot less infinite again.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
That it is.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Can we
Here,
fill it in?
Let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
That's what I was trying to see. Yeah.
Oh, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh no.
Is the, teleport button not working?
It's not
You
working.
sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You
What?
couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
What
It's
the
a
heck?
win for everyone. You get to
No.
be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
What the heck?
I
No.
hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Has he leaving? He hasn't even finished the sentence. He already left. What the heck? This dude. Oh. Hello? Hello? This teleport button's still not working. Narrator? 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 Narrate? It's getting dark down here. Narrator? Help! F. Oh. Well, that's me. It's just a dramatic. It's just a dramatic perspectives thing. It's my reality. Dude, what is this game? Where's... What does this game turn into?
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Are we doing that again? No, don't tell me that's an ending. Oh. Okay, I mean, it's better than starting at the beginning. Okay.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Alright. Back to the Infinite Hole. Mostly. Oh, now it's been changed to mostly Infinite Hole. Can you find them? Find who? The collectibles?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
A 1 of 6. Okay. So where are the rest?
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely
the worst.
tragic.
I don't know if I'd say it's the worst, but go on. Okay, so what are we missing? There's the exit. We're not ready for the exit though. There's more. What is this?
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the
jump
jump
circle.
circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
What happens when we get to 0? Wait. Is that like the number of times I can jump? So like once I hit 0, that's your cutoff? No more jumping? Oh, I'm out of jumps. Okay. Well, it's time to fill that cup, I guess. Alright, what's this way? The bucket. Oh yeah, we already did that. Office decorations, mostly infinite hole. The reassurance bucket. Reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they?
They do.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I'm keeping the bucket.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Merch. Was that it? We're done? Kind of lame. That button that says the name of the player. The name of the player. Oh, I guess we're done. Jump circle. This map. Re-achievement. The button. Merch. Settings. What's this settings world champion? Where's settings world champion? It's on the other side. Why was it closed off? What's the point of it? Where's the... What's up there? Oh wait, there were other stairs. Epilogue. Alright. What is settings world champion? What do you mean? Hello. Do I have to do something in the settings? Show recticle. I don't understand. Whatever. That's new. Stanley Parable, all the reassurance bucket, office decorations, epilogue, collectibles, infinite hole, mostly infinite hole, thank you very much. And the exit, I guess we're done, yeah. Oh. What is that? Oh, is it like supposed to be those splotch things?
All right. Have you
With
seen
office
everything
supplies?
you wanted to? Ready to
No.
move on now?
No, I didn't get to see the world champion. Whoa.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
Sounds like
Here
I don't
it
have a
is.
choice.
I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Whoa. You can't really
Who am I
jump in
kidding,
there.
Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They
Can't
would
please
need the
everybody.
structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
An
With
option.
respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I
Maybe.
suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Do
a
it.
title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Whoa.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big
balloons.
building where he was employee number 427.
There's balloons.
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Carpet is still
He
orange.
sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
It's a lot looking
Orders
about
came
the
to him
same.
through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he
That's
had
good.
been made exactly for this job. And
Maybe he
Stanley was happy.
What more can he ask for?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
But where's the red?
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Where's
could it
the
mean?
red? There's just
Stanley
balloons.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? The bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I feel so much better. What? I can't go that way. What the heck? I don't want the bucket. Oh no, I'm stuck with the bucket, huh? Well, the bucket is my friend. Oh. That's it for new content. Is it?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
I
and
did.
entered the door on his left.
The door on my left. Well, if I'm looking at it, then that's the door on my left. However, the door on my left, facing the same direction that the doors are facing, is this one. So I'm gonna be in this one.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
It sounds like you're
Stanley
wrong.
had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Did I just follow?
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
Well, he's not gonna get
I
it.
feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't
Nope.
hand over the bucket.
My
I know
bucket.
how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This
I
is
am
your
strong.
bucket. This is your companion
It is
and
my
lifelong friend.
bucket.
You can't hand it over. No. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
We
Stanley,
can't all be high
I
and
never
mighty.
liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply That you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends?
What the heck?
That your relationship is purely superficial and
I
convenient?
know
That your life is so banal and
the bucket.
meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing
I know
manner?
the bucket.
Well, I
Thank you very
never.
much.
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
No.
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings
It
for
is
the bucket as they have
absolutely
changed and
none
evolved over the
of
years.
the broom closet's
Let him
business.
have it.
Absolutely none of the broom closet's business. What relationship the bucket and I have.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate,
the sticker.
no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your
Yeah.
meandering philosophical diatribes about
Whoa,
the
whoa,
nature
whoa.
of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the
Whoa,
natural
calm
order of
down,
things.
narrator. Calm down. No need to stoop down to the broom closet's level.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see, I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket.
I
That
got
way,
two
if
buckets.
you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a
Oh,
wide
yeah.
variety of
I'd
applications
almost forgotten
for
what
this
it
sticker.
was.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment.
Well,
and
that's
to be
messed up.
honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I wonder if the endings are slightly different now. Now that we have a bucket.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
It was the bucket. The bucket
guiding
told me.
him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket told me. Whoa.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines. The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Man, if it weren't for
Stanley
this
and the
bucket,
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that
pooping my
read
pants right now.
Mind Control Facility.
well, More than I already am.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I thought the bucket was supposed to reassure me. I thought that was the point of the bucket.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
What they make you do, bucket?
Raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
You mean
over
Stanley and the
another
bucket
human life.
decided. Thank you
For
very much.
he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system. Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and... What? Wait. What was happening?
What the heck?
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
About to find out what? The bucket's gone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I already went through the...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this... No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Why is he so salty?
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
What's the
Stanley
bucket
did
saying?
not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Okay.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Yeah, I'm obeying the bucket blindly, dude. The bucket's my best friend.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
Flashbang.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Is the bucket my wife? Press R to take me to work. I don't really want to go back to work. But I guess...
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Bucket. Take it back home.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
To go back to work.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's
My
just a
space is-
bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
To listen. Don't listen to the loud man. Press G. Press to go back home.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Press to ignore anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press N to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Hey man, it's my bucket. Get your own. Quit trying to flirt up all over my bucket. To relive the same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
This chair. Z to go back to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket.
It's my bucket, dude.
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks.
Tell me.
What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket,
You're a
this would be
weirdo.
less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to
No.
me. Give me the bucket,
No.
Stanley. I
No.
need it.
No.
Give it to me
No.
now. Give it,
No.
or I'll...
No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So it literally is just all new endings. Huh. Interesting. Well, for me, the sequel. It's getting late. I'll probably play again tomorrow. I got the day off tomorrow. I'm not working tomorrow, so I'll probably stream again. It's gonna be a little bit earlier because I have commitments in the afternoon. But yeah, I'm planning on playing this again. I thought I was gonna be done today, but no, I did the sequel. But yeah, no, I'm actually enjoying this. I'm having fun with this. I just hope I don't have to like redo anything. But no, it seems like it's saving. But yeah, I mean, thank y'all. Well, let's yap a little bit, I guess, right? What are my plans for streaming? I guess I kind of laid them out for the most part. Yes. A couple days ago, whenever I last streamed. I don't know exactly what direction I want to go, or... because I enjoy this. You know? But at the same time, it does feel somewhat unfulfilling. Like, I can see myself more, I don't want to say bragging, but more open to talk about like the content that I produce, if it's like actual content that I produce, if that makes sense. Like not necessarily just playing a game and streaming it, but like actually producing, researching, like things in that, of that matter, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. So, but yeah, I don't know. And when I say produce, I mean like actual, like edited, somewhat neat video, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm super into like photography and videography and video editing, but I feel like I need to be able to tell a story with that video, with those skills, or with that like desire, if that makes sense. But yeah, no, I think that's about it for me, though, for tonight, of course. I do have other games that I want to play. I don't know when I'll get to them, because you know, like Stanley, I didn't expect it to take more than like 2 days, and it looks like we're looking forward to day 3 now, right? But for example, Metro Exodus I want to play before you know 2030, or yeah Exodus, no Metro 2039 comes out. Most definitely will not be playing Mixtape. Okay. What else? Here, I'll just pull up my Steam. And I'll show you. This one. So we have, I enjoy Balatro, but that's not really a streaming game. It's just kind of like a sit and play it. I played Terraria. I didn't really enjoy it, if I'm being honest. It feels like it just wants to be a worse Minecraft. I don't know. I wasn't really enjoying it. I did play for 16 total minutes, so you know, that's cool. Pragmata, I'm just going through and playing. I have 25 hours in it almost. I'm just going through and playing the what's it called? It's like a hidden level after you, or the, not a new game plus. I might even play a new game plus though. It depends. We'll see. But it's like a hidden level after you beat the game, something like that. It's unknown signal or lost signal, something like that. I do plan on playing Prey. That I do plan on playing sometime in the future. I don't know if I'll play Super Hot on stream, because I just don't know if it's like a stream kind of game, you know. Valheim looks cool. I do want to play it. Also don't know if it's a stream kind of a game. Vampire Survivors probably isn't a stream game. It's like similar to Megabonk, where it's just like you just play it just to play it, if that makes sense. There's no like story or progression to it really. Well, I guess there's progression, but I don't know. Wuthering Waves, I am looking forward to. It's like the only gacha game that people say is worth it. For a little while, I was also looking at possibly getting into ZZZ, but I don't know, because specifically Tectone said they all suck, but except Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves is the only one that he said is worth looking into, really. And then The Witcher, of course. I plan on playing The Witcher at some point. And Horizon also. I also plan on playing Horizon. It's just not downloaded, you know. And then Kingdom, dude, there's so many games. And then, like, of course, as everybody does, I have like a wish list full of other stuff that I want. Subnautica I'd like to get, but I mean, yes, it's $7, so it's like super cheap right now. But at the same time, I also have you know, all of these, 24 at least, or at most, I guess, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and Dead Space. So I'll say five total games that I'm at least looking at playing, you know. So like, it doesn't really make sense to keep buying more if I have some already. Same thing with this one. Like, I have the first one, and I would rather play that one first and then get this one. And you know, who knows, in that time it might come down even more. This bed we made, I talked to an old coworker about this, or she brought it up actually, and she said it's really good. So I don't know, I'll enjoy it, or I mean, I'll look into it. It seems to have very good reviews, right? 92%. The thing that concerns me is this little tag right here. This little tag right here. I don't know. I feel like games that are tagged with this, aka this one, tend to not do very well. Like that tends to be the main focus. And instead of, you know, making a good game that just so happens to have LGBT qualities or whatever, they tend to focus on making a game that's centered around the LGBT, and then it just, you know, just throw the last couple dollars of our budget into, you know, making it, you know, just make sure it's LGBT and everybody knows, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like those kind of games tend to like not do so well, or just because they're focused mostly on making sure everybody knows, hey, we're making this game woke, so come and support it, and then it just doesn't do well, you know. Death Stranding, I don't know if I'll get into Death Stranding. I have it right here. I have 13 hours in it, but it's just not, I don't know, I'm not really enjoying it too much. It's just, as the tags say, it's a walking sim. I just feel like there's not much going on. Like 13 hours in, I've hit my first boss, like mini boss. It's not even the first, like the boss. It's a mini boss, because I was talking to a coworker about it. Same one for this bed we made, right? Same coworker that I was talking to her about that. She spoiled it for me a little bit. She said, I was telling her where I'm at in the game, and I was like, oh yeah, I just got this I just beat this like weird whale, half octopus, half whale thing. And I said, oh, I think I got to that first boss you were talking about. Because she had only mentioned that there was a boss coming up, but not anything like in particular about that said boss. And so yeah, I told her, I'm like, yeah, I think I got to that first boss. And she's like, oh, so you're in the next area, right? Something like that. Point is, she said, oh, so you got to the dock already? Something like that. And I was like, oh, no, I'm right before the dock. And she's like, oh, yeah, that's where the first boss is. So I haven't even hit the first boss. 13 hours in, I haven't even hit the first boss. You see what I mean? Like, I don't know, bruh. Like, yes, it's a walking sim, but like, what's with, are these all gonna be, oh yeah, here it is, like, 9 hours, went into expecting walk sim. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Don't get me wrong, yeah, I mean, some of these reviews are right. Like, it's a beautiful looking game. But it just, I don't know. For that one, I might just have to, like, take it slow, if that makes sense. And then, The Witcher. What is this? Oh. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I don't know what would be next. I think next after Stanley might be Metro. I really enjoyed Slay the Princess, but yeah, I'm just going off random tangents. But yeah, I think Metro would be next. I'm not sure though, but anyway. Thank y'all. This is super washed out. I'm gonna have to do something about that camera. But thank y'all for sticking around. Appreciate y'all watching and listening to my rant here at the end. And yeah, I mean, that's about it for me. You guys have a wonderful rest of your nights. Get plenty of sleep. I will see you when I see you.